Good evening, everybody. I hope everybody made it through the holidays okay without losing their mind and stuff. Uh, let's see who we got in the chat here. We got Joe Fix It For You, D Baca Maker. He's from Troy's channel, Bar Run Forge. There's Bill of My Alaska and the Heather Landstrom. Todd Legendist. Good evening. How you doing? We got 9 Acre Family Farm. Oh, we got Ann Dale. Oh, these are the good ones are coming in, aren't they? So how you doing, D-Baca? Are you going to be at the meetup, the gathering? I'm sure you will. I don't even know why I asked that. I think you've gone every year, haven't you? Old Man King Homestead. Now, he is on after me, so make sure you go check it out. And there's No Judgment Here with Tish Ross and DJ Turneroo. Narrowway Farms. I saw that you put out a video today, and I have plans to watch it. I couldn't watch it when I saw it, but after how long, I'm definitely looking at it. So everybody go check out Narrowway Farms. Let's see if he gets started going on his channel again. That would be awesome. Tish, prayers to your brother. I can only hope for the best, and you are in my prayers for sure. And I hope everybody else prays for him. And we got there's my buddy Chris. That's Adventure Awaits. We haven't been going hiking, not in the freaking 20-degree weather we have up here. So there's Linda Peterson and Treasure Hunter, and we already got somebody in the basement. This is an open mic, so anybody who wants to come in and chat, you do so. So here we go with Bill of My Alaska. How you doing?
Good. How are you tonight?
Pretty good. We had my nephews come this week, and last night was our official dinner or gathering. We usually, that's what we call our Christmas event, because we can't get together on actual Christmas. So
too much going on, huh?
And it's tradition. Well, the boys are down in North Carolina.
Right.
So we had our traditional lasagna, and that was awesome. I love lasagna, especially the way this family makes it.
That's good. Yeah, good lasagna is hard to beat.
Yeah. See, my nephew made it this year. I mean, my sister wasn't feeling too hot, so.
Hi, pretty.
We're gonna make a macaroni and cheese and something. He said, make the lasagna. No, you got to have lasagna for our Christmas, at least. That's our tradition. We've had it like that for years.
Right.
There's Hiking with Jackie Boy. That's Kevin.
Hey, Kevin.
There's Evelyn Newman. So, okay, tell us what you've been doing. I saw Waterworks, and I think I have not yet watched your last video, but you
haven't, Brian.
Which one? Okay, which one is it? Which one is it?
Oh God, I would have to look. Oh, my last one is New Year's Eve up at my remote.
Oh, okay, cabin. I watched it. I thought you put one.
I mean, I posted shorts, but I don't count shorts.
Yeah. Well, I also could be mixing it up with my Digging Alaska.
Yeah, and I did. Yeah, I posted a Digging Alaska a week or two ago of cleaning up a drug house that was torn down and just all piled up, and I had to load everything into dumpsters.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
So
Saw that one. I was like, dang.
yeah, I wish you guys had a smell-o-vision. A couple
I'm
times I
glad
almost
you don't
puked.
have. I don't have smell-o-vision, especially on some of these other channels.
Yeah.
Who did I just see? I just saw somebody else. There's Lori prepping for heaven. And there's Debbie Dratch, and there was somebody else. Arlene, there you are. Good evening and welcome, and thank you for coming in.
I'm working on a video right now. Unfortunately, it's going longer than what I was hoping for. So on New Year's Eve, I got ready and went up to my remote cabin for New Year's night. I came back on New Year's Day and my water line's frozen.
Already?
Yeah. So I haven't had running water since New Year's Eve.
I imagine that would be a pretty hard to tackle when you got temperatures like you do. Something. What was the temperatures?
Well, around that time, it was getting down to -20 or so, and only warming up to like the negative teens or negative single digits.
And your house is off the ground without a.
Well,
You
it
have
is
a
skirted.
skirt around it.
Yeah, in that area, but I had no heat down there. So I climb under there. I put some heat down there. Right now, under the cabin is 70 degrees, and it's been above about 45 degrees since January 1st down there, or January 2nd, anyways.
Yeah.
And it's still frozen down in the ground there. So
there's Belt Loop 29 Homestead. Seems like he's got a lot of channel names.
Yeah. But today is the coolest day of the upcoming week, and it's 21 degrees right now. On Sunday, they're calling for 42 degrees as the high, and a lot of mid-30s.
For the rest of the month, it's all mid-20s here.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's not snowing. It doesn't show a whole lot of snow coming.
Right.
But it could. Yeah. I mean, lake effect is pretty unpredictable.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, they're calling for their low temperature to be 33 degrees here.
It's not too bad.
Crazy. Well, it's crazy for up here.
Did you say negative or
above?
Above. Okay.
33 degrees above zero.
Above? Do you think you are Canadian?
And 37, 36, and 42 as the highs.
Linda Peterson is in here. Hey there, Gillum Farms.
Hey, Johnny.
You didn't say his traditional howdy, 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 or did he do it before?
Hey.
Howdy.
Hey, it's Johnny Gillum.
I mixed the two of them up. There's Barrow Forge says howdy, 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 and he says hey. He says hey. The A.
Yeah.
So now hiking with Jackie Boy is on at least his second week of being retired. I bet he's kept himself busy anyway, right?
I'm sure he has. I've seen him on a few different lives, so he's been hitting the circuit since he's retired.
Ridge Life.
Hey, Trader on your hill. Yeah, Ridge Life retired.
I mean, I knew that's what he wanted to do. I just wasn't expecting it yet.
I had a gut feeling he was going to sooner than what he was expecting.
Yeah.
Because when you get to that point, and then he had, half last year off because of medical. And he got a taste of not working and then tried going back to work for a couple months. And it's just hard. It's real hard to go back to work when you've been off and you're that close to retiring anyways.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. That would feel like that would feel weird to wake up and not have
Yeah.
to go to work
And
permanently.
I know he's not making a killing on YouTube, but he's making enough to get by. So
Well, I'm
he
sure
can
he's
live
got
day
a
to day without tapping into his savings and all that type of stuff. So
I'm sure he has his retirement.
yeah, that's what he's talked about. He has 27 years of retirement and all that type of stuff saved up. So
Well, yes, Southwest living for Val. You never really retire. You just start doing the stuff that you didn't do when you were
right.
Whistletop Homestead.
Hey, Whistle
Good
Top.
evening. How you doing? Yeah, so we all got together and what was that? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dogs in our family.
Wow.
And they were all there, and all our family was there. And
Dexter's still worn out from it. It looks like
he is. It's funny. That's part of what I was going to tell you next, is because he was alert. He was really good. He didn't do anything he didn't do anything wrong, or he got in everybody's lap. He played with all the dogs gently, and he was up he was up probably a couple hours before I left to go there. And then the whole 6 or 7 hours I was there, he was up. And then I got home and he was still up for a little while. And I'm like, wow, that's the longest I've ever seen you up all at once. And he was zonked today. Oh man, anytime you looked at him, he was sleeping.
that's funny.
And I took a nap with him, and he just I had him like this, and he was just like he was out.
Are you working on any projects?
Yeah, there's 4 rooms that we're working on right now. And I was putting trim up in the ceiling of the sunroom.
Okay.
So yeah. I feel like I've gotten back into the swing of it, because we have taken probably since Tin Killer meetup, we have not worked on the house. We were working on everything and the barn that got smashed.
Yeah.
So
how's things with the barn? Insurance paying to repair it and everything?
That's all. That was taken care of almost immediately.
That's good.
So the barn, that looks better than it did before the accident. It looks the same, but there's things like flooring, because it was just a plywood floor because it's a barn. But
right.
we put flooring on it this time, and there's a couple of things that I'm going to do to it that is a little better than it was before.
Always try to improve it when you got to redo it.
Yeah, so I'm not recording things on the build like I was with the bathroom and stuff. I kind of think I'm going to do sections of it or do parts of it, and then just show what I did. Maybe throw some B-roll of actually doing it. But I want to catch up with that stuff. Concentrate on actually doing the project rather than trying to film and all that. And I want to do my maker projects. That.
Right.
Salisbury Crafts is in here. Good evening. Thanks for stopping by. He's from Bailey Woodworks.
Oh, okay.
That's where
hey, Salisbury.
Reverend Joe Jacobson. Good evening.
Hey, Reverend Joe Jacobs. Narrowway Farms.
Yeah, Narrowway Farms. He's one of the original people when we went to, I met him at shoot dang when we went.
Hey, Lori. Lori's prepping for heaven.
So are you itching to start your channel again, Narrowway Farms? Or was that just a fluke you put a video out? Because I think it said 2 years ago here it was the last video he put out.
Wow.
Unless I was mistaken. Let's hit that like button, says Ann Dale. You got to do what Ann Dale says. Because that would be a sin if you didn't.
Yep. Give a thumbs up, everyone.
I'm sure she's got her jammies on. You know, lipstick wiped off.
And Narrowway says he's itching to get back at it.
I imagine that, you know, I know because I still do my lives regularly and I put out shorts here and there, but I'm really on a hiatus, kind of.
Right.
Because I haven't put out any content videos in a while. And certainly not any that are major.
Right.
And it's a constant on your mind. You got to get back into it. It's a guilty feeling.
It is.
But I kind of got the equivalent to writer's block. I've got videography's block.
I know this water line threw a big wrench in my plans. I have plans on doing a couple things. I guess I could still do it. It's not
Do
really
a video on the problem.
Well, I am, but there's really nothing to video at the moment. I got heat under the cabin. I know where it's frozen, and I can't dig it up because it's under the cabin. So I got to just wait till it unthaws.
Yeah.
Wait until it thaws out.
The constant on my mind part literally ate at me all.
Hey,
alive.
Leanne.
That's what he says. That's what Narrowway Farm says. And that's Ricky. His name is Ricky, for those of you who don't know who he is.
Hi, Ricky. But yeah, I got a couple projects I wanted to work on, but they went on the back burner while I'm trying to figure this water line out. But I think I might have to start on them since we're having some nice weather coming up.
Todd Laginus. It is out of the box. It's just still sitting on the counter. I haven't even taken the zip tie off the cord yet. The lathe he's talking about. Yeah, it's cold out there. And I just, every time I think about going and starting some, see, keep in mind, I have never, other than a little small project we did in 8th grade, I think, ever touched a lathe. So it'll be like my first time.
Well, you need to hurry up and get that thing opened and
it's open. It's open. I even have a video clip of it. Of the first video clip is.
You can make some of those little bowl bats that are like this long.
I got the extended thing, so I could actually make legal size.
You need to make a couple
and bring them to the next meetup.
Yeah, decorate them up. You know, paint them up and.
Oh yeah, I even bought these. Look at these. The tape isn't even off of these yet, and those are perfect for designing stuff like baseball bats and stuff. Putting graphics on them. Salisbury Crafts, and I have to investigate that more. His channel. It's not really a channel. I think he's a business. I could be wrong. That's why I need to investigate and find out what it's about. But Bailey Woodworks uses Salisbury Crafts coloring on his tops that he makes.
All right.
Did I say that wrong? Is that wrong information, Salisbury Craft? I don't know.
And there's Tony and Ace.
Yeah. Our website is on Shopify. No, I'll check it out because I want to know anyway. I didn't get to say hi to Ace.
Yeah, she's in here.
Todd Laginus, do you go to Bar Run Forge gathering? Yeah. Because that would be cool to meet you. I have no idea where he lives. Yeah, I didn't realize that your other cabin is actually a little further ahead in construction than the one you're in, right? Is it, or are they kind of about the same?
They're about the same. They're the same size, but they're about the same far along. The other one does have kitchen cabinets. I don't have any kitchen cabinets over there.
Yeah.
And the only reason that one has kitchen cabinets is I was living in Anchorage and I remodeled my kitchen in Anchorage. So I took those cabinets and took them up there and installed them, or some of them anyways.
For those that don't know, why do you have two properties like that? I mean, give a little backstory on why you have two separate properties.
Doesn't everyone?
Well, we have 5, but they're all connected.
No, so I was living in Anchorage, working in Anchorage, and I wanted a weekend getaway property. And there's a handful of areas in Alaska that are big recreational areas. People go snow machining or 4-wheeling, hunting, that type of thing in a few different areas. So piece of property came up for sale in this one area. So I bought it, built a cabin up there, and that was like my weekend getaway to get out of Anchorage. And then a few years ago, I wanted to move out of Anchorage, so I bought this property here and I moved on to it. This one's on the road system. It has electric. My other property is off the road system, doesn't have any electric or anything. So it's totally remote, off grid. So I moved up to this one. It was a wooded lot. I started building, put in a driveway, had a well drilled, put in a septic, cleared a lot. And that's about where I'm at, living in this cabin.
Cool.
So that's a quick backstory.
Somebody asked me what your names were. I just popped his name up on the panel so you could see it.
My name's Bill.
I forget who asked that. I think
my Alaska, my Alaska is my basically life here in Alaska. My homestead that I'm building here, my remote property, any adventures I go on, stuff like that. Digging Alaska, I have a side business that I use my excavator. So whenever I do jobs on that, I'll film that and eventually put up some videos. I got 3 or 4 videos I still need to do from this last summer that I'm working on slowly for Digging Alaska, but it's more of a business channel where I'm just doing excavator work and that type of thing.
Timothy Mallon is in here.
Hey, Timothy.
I don't know why. I think I saw Todd Laginus in a Bar Run Forge chat, and that's what confused me. But actually, I met him at Wooden Things and stuff.
Hey, Andel. Hi.
Timothy Mallon. He's from Wooden Things and stuff too. It's nice to see some of these people coming in.
Yeah. And I'm working on getting some more animals for the homestead. I have 3 rabbits at the moment, but I'm working on getting chickens and laying chickens, maybe some pigs and meat birds this summer.
Yeah, Narrowway Farm says you can drop the excavator off at his house. Yeah, all the way to Arkansas.
Yeah,
It'd take a long time to drive.
It's an all-day flight to get down there.
That's just a flight.
Yeah.
But he wants you to bring the excavator, so you'd have to drive.
Yeah, you're looking at a full week driving an excavator. Like hauling an excavator, that is.
Damus, 1895, 1829 is in here.
Todd, they're missing out on the best part of Alaska. It's normally the wintertime. You get out and go snow machining and doing all kinds of stuff. You can normally go skiing, snowshoeing. You go out hunting, winter hunting.
Where's
Great up
Johnny?
here.
Where's Johnny right now? Is he up in a tree or is he somewhere else? He's up on a tree stand.
Probably not. It's probably a little dark out there.
January, what it ends? I think he said 18th. Hunting. Let's see. Reverend Joe Jacobson says hi to everybody because he's not he's not tagging right now, but he says hi to everyone. Sledding, skiing, ice skating. What haven't you done, Linda?
Yeah.
Every time anybody brings up a comment, oh, I've done that. I've been there. I saw that. I grew
Has Linda
that.
gone skydiving? I've
Yeah,
done that.
I bet she probably has. That's what she did that when she was 2. She's done it all. She sure is a plethora of experience. So, do you think you're going to make it down to the meetup?
I sure want to, but that's all I can say at the moment.
Well,
totally don't know yet.
Because if you didn't want to, it'd make it really hard to get there.
Yeah. I mean, I want to go to the meetup, but don't know if I'll make it or not.
Yeah,
too far ahead at the moment.
You didn't even make it to home.
No, not this year.
Yeah, I have to schedule whatever. I've got to start thinking about how I'm scheduling all that stuff.
All right.
I'm going to make it really simple on myself this year. I'm bringing my clothes. I'm bringing whatever little things I need. I'm bringing my tent and whatever bedding I have, and that's it. No cornhole boards to sleep with, and that was hard. There was just too much in that vehicle.
You need to bring a couple baseball bats that you make on that new lathe of yours.
I'm not making anything. I'm going to be lucky to show up.
See, you need to make a whole bunch of little baseball bats about this big and use them as keychains.
Hey there, my wild home, Melody and Ryan.
Hey, my wild home.
I need to catch up with some of their videos. I've kind of been bad about keeping up with people lately. There's some people I can keep up with because it just happens, but
there's a handful of channels that I always watch. I've never met like these people, so I don't know them, and they're just channels I always watch. And I always watch their stuff. So after that, then it's like if I have time, then I'll watch other channels, but I don't always get around to everyone's.
Yes, Leanne, Dexter. If I'm going, Dexter's going. You've got 200 people to sit on the laps of. Get started early.
And 200 people to give him treats and human food and stuff, huh?
That could be scary. Dog comes back at 5 pounds heavier and diabetic.
Yeah, my wild home. There are so many awesome channels out there. And a lot of these,
can't miss an episode. I don't know.
Well, some of mine are Andrew Camarada. He's a New Yorker.
Yeah, I'm even subscribed to him. I don't actually watch everything he does, but sometimes I do.
Let me pull up YouTube. What are some of the other ones?
Well, I'll say it like
Arms Family Homestead I watch all the time. Cole the Corn Star.
I try to find channels that I've kind of got away from, and then I'll watch on them to catch up. So it's kind of a different grouping of people.
I usually watch Good Simple Living.
Southwest Living for Val says she makes her dog treats.
Yeah.
Spoiled rotten. I tried doing that for one of my dogs. Not a single dog I've had except for Dexter I could put a dog biscuit out or something and he might eat it within a few days.
Right. Wow. Northern Seclusion's another one I watch. Outdoor Boys.
Outdoor Boys.
Yeah. They have like 12 million subscribers.
Wow.
He lives in Anchorage.
Justin Rhodes.
That's
what Southwest Living for Val says she watches. I think I watch most of yours, don't I? I mean, I try to comment on all of them.
And there's a couple other ones. Trap Lines and Inlines. That's a good channel. He's a 21-year-old Canadian guy who's building a huge log home all by himself.
Yeah, you eventually it evolves what you watch and what you don't watch.
But those ones are
before I started YouTube, I used to watch Myself Alliance, and that's James. Why can't I think of his last name? Wild Wonderful Off Grid.
Well, I watch a lot of their stuff. I don't watch all their stuff.
Yeah. I got away from them. I used to wait for their stuff to come out, and I just got away from it.
Some of this, I kind of got away from them because some of their videos are becoming half-hour commercials for their candle making and their little coffee shop or whatever it is. So I kind of got away from watching some of their stuff.
Narrowway Farms watches no one, he says.
Yeah.
My
Self-Reliance is a good one.
Why can't I think of his name? His name is Sean James.
Yeah. I actually kind of like his Sean James channel better than my Self Reliance, because on my Self Reliance he rarely talks in it, but in the Sean James one he actually talks.
That was my experience the first handful of times I watched him. Is does he ever talk? Because he was back. Remember when he was building that copper sink for his old cabin? I was like, this guy doesn't ever talk. And then he started talking, and then he was talking a lot. And then I did subscribe to the other channel, and yeah, it's very philosophical.
Yeah, like, the Outdoor Boys is good. He does adventure stuff. So it'll be like 40 below, and he'll go out, climb a mountain in the middle of the winter time, and dig a snow cave and live in it for a couple days, and then go back home. Like things like that.
Heather asked if you watch Truck House Life.
Yeah, I watch Truck House Life. Old Timmy.
Troy Sutton is in here. Good evening. I hope you're doing well. There's Tony. Our cabin in the woods.
Living Alaska. I watch a lot of their stuff. I've met them a couple times.
Have I missed anybody here? I should.
Yeah. I ran into Simple Living Alaska. They used to live in this area, then they moved across the state. And one day I met them down at the gas station. That's 15 minutes down the road. And then one time I was coming out of the post office, and they were coming in, so I talked to them.
Hey there, Chris. Bailey Woodworks is in here.
Hey, Bailey.
If you guys haven't gone over and checked out some of his stuff, it's pretty cool. I don't care what your enjoyment is or what you like to do, or watch or whatever, but you'll find it amusing to watch him do those tops. And he's getting faster, and his color schemes. Well, he always asks the people in the chat for the color schemes, but he'll pick those colors out of his assortment, and then he really puts it together well. You could probably give him any colors, and it's always going to look good.
That's definitely true. And then Life in Alaska, Modern Homestead Alaska, and Flat Tire Farm are three of the channels I watch a lot up here that are like a lot smaller channels. Like Modern Homestead Alaska just hit 40 grand of subs, and the other two are in the 10,000, 12,000 subscriber range. But they're really good channels.
Well, on the makers side, the people that I watch all the time there's Bailey Woodworks.
You're right.
There's the Bearded Viking Woodworker, Woodworks, and then there's Wooden Things and Stuff. I pretty much watch most of what they do.
I in that realm, I like which is kind of off to the side, but I do like Matt's 1791 Garage, where he restores old tools. I do like that channel.
Yeah, I am subscribed to that, and I
know the guy, so
yeah,
I've met him in person a couple of times. So
he doesn't show his face very often.
No, not very often, but he does.
Sometimes, but not very often.
Well, a lot of the times it's focused down on what he's doing. That's why.
I get that and stuff, and I'll even be doing. My star video. I don't think you see my face one time in the star video.
No, I don't think so either.
And so I personally, in my channel, I don't mind doing a video like that once in a while. But there's something about connecting with your audience directly with your face. Yeah. But yeah, I do plan on putting faceless videos out. In fact, I was just thinking about one I could do a short one. It might even be a short rather than a video, content video, because it's not very much information. It's a simple project.
Oh, there's a crazy story happened with a very, very small YouTuber up here who just lives a couple miles away. Let's see here. I guess it's been about.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's been, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks now. On a Friday, he had like 850 subscribers, something like that. And he's a little bit older guy, very rough around the edges. The videos are rough. They're not nice and crisp and clean and all that type of stuff. And he checked his subscribers on Saturday, and he jumped up to like 1,200 subscribers. Checked it again like an hour later, and he was at like 3,000 subscribers. Checked it another hour or two later, and he was at like over 10,000 subscribers. And from Friday till Thursday night of that week, he broke 100,000 subscribers. And now he's sitting at 160 some thousand subscribers. And what happened was there's a TikToker who searches YouTube for channels that have a whole lot of videos and like virtually no views and no subscribers. And he'll make a 20 or 30-second TikTok of their videos.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. And this TikTok video went viral. I mean, it has like 6 million views on it now, over 6 million views. And this guy got like 160 some thousand subscribers now. I mean, he broke 100,000 in like 3 or 4 days.
Belt Loop started another channel while we were in this live.
Did he?
I guess so. I've never seen the Belt Loop Cute Tritters one.
Well, I know it's very easy to change the display name.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So that's what he's doing.
But he said he newly subscribed. Bailey Woodwork says he doesn't show his face because it distracts the ladies.
He's too good looking, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe I should try that. I must be scaring all the ladies away.
Melody of My Wild Home. You might want to check out Bailey Woodworks if you haven't already, because I think you have an appreciation for small projects like that. I could be wrong, but I think you do.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you got that channel.
He says Belt Loop has tons of channels.
How do you keep up with them all?
Yeah, I have trouble keeping up with 2 channels. So when's Dexter getting a girlfriend?
A girlfriend?
Yeah.
How is he going to have a girlfriend when he sleeps all the time?
It only takes a few minutes.
You know, wow, he's
actually a few seconds.
He didn't really show any of that. There was 3 of those dogs at my sister's house were female. He just got fixed like just before I got him. So he might have issues.
Yeah, that's not going to work out very well.
Some market for,
and I'm pretty sure it's foolproof that he can't have pups now.
There's a market for shirtless. Wait, how did he write that? Maybe there's a market for shirtless turning. Well, it's not going to be here. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, Brian.
I'd turn everybody away.
Go shirtless. You got that big old beard.
You grow it longer. and
Ladies
cover
will
it
be
all up.
flocking to your channel.
I don't think so.
I'm thinking so. Might even get a few guys flocking to your channel.
Okay, this is getting weird. I don't want nobody flocking to my channel for no reasons like that. I'm actually very happy being single. Very happy being single. I just can't see it. Shirtless is not fun for a turn. I would imagine not with things, the chips flicking at your skin.
Okay, Ace says home for Alaska. I've met them a couple of times. Alone in remote Alaska, never met her. Me, John in Alaska, I know him very well. Curmudgeon, I know him. Several others, Alaska people. Bill, watch Traplines Inlines too, and I watch a bunch of Arkansas channels. Yeah, I watch a lot of Arkansas channels too, and I've met a few of them. Well, I've met a lot of them, and been to 3 of their places in Arkansas: White Rock, Possum Run, and Bobblehead. And definitely met Drew and Lindsay down there, but didn't get to his place.
Yeah, the only place I've been in Alaska was White Rock.
In Alaska?
Yeah.
In Arkansas.
Isn't that what you were talking about? Arkansas?
Yeah, but you said
Lindsay and.
But you said the only place you've been in Alaska has been White Rock.
Okay, we were talking about 2 separate things then. Because you were talking about how you saw. I thought you were talking about that trip you took and you saw all those people in Arkansas.
Yeah.
And then I said, the only one I have ever been to see in Arkansas was. So.
No, you said you actually said the only one you've been to in Alaska was.
Oh, okay. Well, I do that, you know.
You accidentally said Alaska.
I do that a lot. I get called out a lot when I screw up stuff like that.
Yeah, there's a lot of good Alaska channels, a whole bunch of them. Sean in Alaska is a good channel.
Belt Loop 25 or 29 and food. That must be the channel where he eats ice cream.
Yeah.
When I first met him or started seeing his channel, every time always eating a bowl of ice cream. You still eat bowls of ice cream?
I was eating ice cream earlier right out of the container.
I finished off that ice cream tub the other day. I'm done. No, tomorrow, I'm going with my nephews to Chinese buffet, and then that's it. I'm done. I've got to start my healthy eating.
Right.
And taking Dexter on longer. That's a good thing, though. I mean, I've been dealing with Dexter coming out of his shell because, he's been through a lot. Now he's getting to where he really wants to start exploring.
Right.
And something I just noticed, he's starting to mark territory, which he wasn't doing. I mean, that's what a dog normally does. They mark their territories. Well, he had no interest in doing that, apparently, and then he started doing it recently.
Oh, he's growing up, right?
So he's 5 years old.
Oh, is he that old now? Okay.
Yeah, but
I thought he was
the
when you got him.
his backstory was not. He's been through a lot before he got me, before he came to me. So they say it could take several months, and he's really stepped out of a shell now. And I imagine
true, Linda.
he's not done. I used to show my face until I got proper. Yeah. Give me that 720 anytime. 720p on my face. A couple times I would go, you go and you have your camera and you're in a certain lighting and you're like, dang, I'm not showing that.
Yeah, that's true. Tony, it's still frozen up. My water's still frozen up. It froze up New Year's night. I came back on New Year's Day and it was frozen. So I put heat down under the cabin. It's 70 degrees under the cabin right now. And it's been at least 45 degrees since January 2nd under the cabin, and it's still frozen down in the ground.
Does heat tape work when it's that cold? Or is it kind of a waste?
Yeah, well, it will work, but that goes on the outside. And since the line is already in, I need it heated from the inside out, not the outside in, because I'd have to dig a huge hole under the cabin to get down 6 feet to wrap it with heat tape. So it's frozen up. If it doesn't thaw out here in the next couple days, there's a company here locally that has a steaming snake that they can run down in there and thaw out the frozen ice, the frozen water, I guess. I had to go and get water twice at the local gas station. The local gas station, you can take your own jugs and fill up water for free.
That's good. Man, I hope we don't get any of that. A lake effect, as you know it, can be unpredictable. So you could have the forecast show that you're not having snow all week, and then you end up with a blizzard.
Yeah. And those lake effect blizzards can dump serious amount of snow. Go outside and you can't even see any vehicles outside. There's so much snow.
Rosemary Gardens, Southern Crafts. Hello there. You are new to the channel. Welcome. Sounds familiar, though.
Rosemary Gardens Southern?
Yeah, maybe I met. Maybe she's on. Maybe she was on Bearded Vikings channel. Let's see.
I don't think I ever heard of her channel, but hey, Rosemary Gardens.
No. See, you can just change a name. Well, I know that. I mean, I changed my name had some variation of farmhouse and grape or vineyard farmhouse three times before I actually settled on the vineyard farmhouse.
Right.
But that was before any of you knew me anyway. And I had 10 subscribers.
Back in the day, huh?
Because if you go back to one, I think it's the second video, and I went back and watched that, and I said farmhouse on the vineyard. I said, what? Because I mentioned it in the video itself.
Right.
No, now he's Mama Ann. Yeah. So he's one of those troll people, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Farmhouse. I am so glad I didn't stick with Farmhouse on the Vineyard. That sounds so lame.
Yeah, I've had 3 different channel names now for this channel, for my primary channel. I had
What were
Cabin.
Alaska Last Frontier is what you were last.
Well, Alaska's Last Frontier Homestead was
Homestead.
the one before this one. And the original one was Alaska's Last Frontier Cabin. Because at that time, I was still living in Anchorage, so everything was just my remote cabin stuff.
Well, My Alaska rolls off your tongue better.
Yeah. And also, people aren't going to get My Alaska confused with the TV show Alaska, The Last Frontier.
I didn't get confused with it.
You would be surprised at how many people are like, "Are you part of the TV show? Is this the TV show?" All those type of questions. So, and I had totally forgotten about the TV show because by that time it was like season 8 or 9, and I quit watching it. And I totally forgot about the TV show when I picked the name for my channel because the Alaska's nickname is the Last Frontier State. Southwest, you should come up and check it out. Move up here.
Yeah, I hate names like that. I mean, I've been trying to think of names to change mine to more of a maker channel, but still not. I couldn't think of anything, so I so far have just kept it the way it is.
The Vineyard Maker.
Well, I thought of the Vineyard Workshop.
Yeah,
that might be possible, and it's not that much of a change.
No.
And my logo doesn't have to necessarily change all that much.
No, just 1 or 2 words. That's it, right?
Yeah. Well, in design too, like instead of having a circle with a rooftop on it because of the house, I could just have a saw blade or something instead.
Right.
Which wouldn't alter it all that much.
Well, you could call it the New Vineyard Workshop.
What's that?
You could call it the New Vineyard Workshop. Or play on the New Yankee Workshop.
That's one thing I would get rid of if I ever changed my channel name is the. No extra words. Keep it direct. Like I kind of wish I had just had the Vineyard Farmhouse, period. Which, I mean, I guess I could do. So.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you have to do to change your, what is it called? The UGL?
There's the display name or the @ symbol.
Okay. Well, you can change your title. Yeah. No big deal. But what about how the analytics, your actual screen.
Oh, yeah. The @ symbol, then your name.
Link name.
Yeah, the link. You can just go into your settings and change it.
Because when I started my channel, it says once you pick the name, you can't change it.
No, they allow you to change it every so often.
Oh.
No. So you can go in because I still have all my old videos from my previous 2 names, but the @ symbol has changed. Like youtube.com/@ whatever. That has changed over the years for me, but it's still all my history and everything. So you can just go into your settings somewhere and pull it up and change it.
Huh. Well,
and I'm kind of kind of mad because apparently someone did My Alaska, even though the channel was defunct and you can't find it, but YouTube won't allow me to have just at My Alaska. I had to put some numbers after it. So I wasn't too happy about that, but
Yeah. Well, it's 11:01 or 10:01, or in your case, what is it? 01?
what is it? 7:01.
7:01.
Yep.
All righty, people. Custom URLs isn't really a thing anymore. It's all about the handles now.
Yeah, the at whatever, that symbol.
All right, everybody in the chat, thank you so much for coming in and spending time with us. My moderators, thank you so much for protecting my channel. And thank you, Bill, for coming up on panel. And
You're welcome. Thanks
some
for
time.
having me.
And we'll see you next week, Wednesday, 9:00 Central. Go over and see
Peter at Old Man King Homestead.
Peter at Old Man King Homestead. Bye for now.
See ya, everyone.